Today I'm talking about a camera I never thought I'd get the chance to use, let alone own. So this right here is the Hasselblad X2D 100C, one of the most premium, well-crafted cameras I've ever used. And honestly, it's one of the most exciting pieces of gear I've used in a long time. Alright, so if you don't know much about Hasselblad, they're a legendary Swedish company that's been around for over a century. And yeah, they made the cameras that shot the moon landing. So when they reached out and offered to send me the X2D 100C, I was beyond excited. And just to be totally transparent, this camera was actually sent to me in exchange for content, so I do get to keep it, but all of the thoughts in this video are completely my own. Now I shoot lifestyle, tech setups, travel, and studio photography for brand work, and in the past month of using this camera, I've learned a lot, not just about the camera, but how I shoot, and what kind of gear actually inspires me to keep creating. But first, let's start with the unboxing experience. The unboxing experience alone felt different from other unboxings I've done in the past. It was the kind of packaging you'd expect from something this high end. Everything down to the box just felt intentional. Like every part of it was designed to remind you this isn't your average camera. Now when I first picked it up, I was immediately impressed by the weight and build of this camera. The X2D is machined from a solid block of aluminum alloy, so every curve, every edge, it all feels incredibly refined. And the body is even inscribed with handmade in Sweden. That's not just a slogan. This camera is literally handcrafted. It's solid, it's balanced, and it feels like something that's going to last for years. There's a real sense of elegance here, and once you hold it, you totally get why. I also love the minimal design touches of this camera. That signature orange shutter button gives it that perfect pop of color, and you even see that same accent color reflected in the UI and on the lens itself. Even the lens ring has a subtle H detail etched into it. You don't notice it right away, but when you do, it's one of those small moments of appreciation. And the menu system also deserves a quick shout out. It's probably one of the easiest camera menus I've ever used. Big icons, intuitive layout, and everything you need is just a tap or two away. I didn't have to dig through layers of settings just to change something simple like ISO or white balance. Again, there's just a real elegance to how straightforward this camera is. Now Hasselblad also sent over this gray and orange strap, which looks amazing. The grip is so well designed, I never feel like I'm going to drop it. Now as beautiful as this thing looks, this camera isn't just about design. Here's what you're working with under the hood. It has a 100 megapixel backside illuminated medium format sensor. You also get 15 stops of dynamic range, 16-bit color with over 280 trillion possible colors, and built-in 5-axis image stabilization with up to 7 stops of compensation. The camera also has a 1 terabyte of internal SSD storage, which is one of my favorite things about it. Like, you don't need to carry around SD cards unless you want to. Always ready to go. The rear display is a large 3.6-inch tilting touchscreen, and on top you get a secondary 1.08-inch screen that shows all your key settings at a glance. Now when it comes to autofocus, it's handled with phase detection, and while it's not the fastest system out there, it's been more than good enough for the type of photos that I shoot. And there's no video mode at all. This thing is literally built for one thing and one thing only: photography. So when I first got the camera, the first thing that I wanted to do was take it to Palm Springs. The first stop was a couple of art installations, and for the first time, just walking around with the X2D felt like a treat. Even in harsh sunlight, the EVF and display were bright enough for me to frame confidently, and then once I started taking a few shots, I was honestly blown away. The detail this camera captures is on another level. It made me want to take my time with each shot, which is exactly what this camera encourages. Just slowing down, being a little bit more intentional. And then the color science also stood out for me right away. Everything looked really true to life, like how the scene actually looked when I was standing there. So when it came to editing, I didn't need to do much. Just a few light adjustments to add a soft film look and bump the colors slightly. And one of my favorite moments from the trip was running into this 1947 Cadillac Series 62 convertible. Now I even got to talk to the owner, who was kind enough to let us shoot it. And again, the X2D delivered. The sharpness, the contrast, the color, even in backlit conditions looked amazing. And it handled chromatic aberration really well. Even the interior details came out crisp. The shoot ended up being one of those moments where everything kind of just lined up. The location, golden hour, the subject, and having the right camera to capture it made all the difference. And then looking back at those images, I realized how much the camera shifted my mindset. Instead of just capturing content, I was actually thinking about like composition again. Not just what would look good in a feed, but what would hold up printed, framed, and on a wall. After Palm Springs, I wanted to put the X2D through a more day-to-day type of shoot, so I brought it around LA with me to capture some lifestyle and street photography, which is honestly the kind of content I shoot the most. This is where the 38mm lens really started to shine. It's wide enough to capture a scene, but still tight enough to feel intimate. I could shoot buildings, portraits, and street moments without ever having to feel like I needed to switch lenses. And the wild part is, because of that 100 megapixels, I can crop in and reframe however I wanted. And then what surprised me the most was how much this camera made me slow down. And that change of pace actually made me fall back in love with photography. Even walking around LA where I've lived my whole life, I started seeing scenes differently. I mean, I've been to these places like many times, but with a camera like this, it just gives you a whole new perspective. Also, the memory of these images are quite large too, so being intentional definitely helps when it comes to storage. The color science also kept impressing me, whether I was in bright sunlight, deep shadows, or golden hour. Seriously, the images came out exactly how I remembered in that moment. Editing became more about enhancing than fixing, which saved me a ton of time and honestly made me enjoy the process a lot more. Once I got back and started editing the photos, that's when the 100 megapixels really started to flex. The amount of detail in each shot is insane. You can zoom in, crop, reframe, and still have more than enough resolution left over for high quality prints, for brand deliverables. I imported everything into Lightroom Classic using the included USB-C cable, and even though these raw files are massive, my M4 Max MacBook Pro handled it with no problem. It only took a few minutes to import all of my images, and that's with 16-bit color depth and over 280 trillion color possibilities baked into like every image. What stood out right away was how little I actually had to tweak. The color science from Hasselblad is so good that most of my adjustments were minimal. A little exposure, some shadow recovery, slight color grading. I mean, that's it. The skin tones looked natural, the contrast was clean, and dynamic range gave me so much flexibility without blowing anything out. And because of the built-in 1TB SSD, I never once had to worry about SD cards running out of space or juggling storage between shoots. It just works, and having that peace of mind on the road is like a luxury I didn't know I needed. So if you're someone who prints work or delivers large format files for brands, this kind of resolution and bit depth puts you in a different league. You're not just delivering content, you're delivering assets that can live anywhere from social to even storefronts if you wanted to. Alright, so the big question, who is this camera actually for? If you're a working photographer doing commercial, lifestyle, or editorial work, this is an absolute dream setup. You're getting stunning image quality, insane color depth, and enough resolution to crop and reframe. But what if you're a content creator like me? Honestly, I think this camera makes a lot of sense if you already have a main setup for video or hybrid shooting. I don't think the X2D isn't trying to replace your mirrorless or your cinema camera. It's a supplement. It's a camera you want to bring when you want the best possible stills for your brand, your client, or your portfolio. If you're already working with brands and you want to add a premium photo tool to your kit, this is the camera. For me, it's become my go-to camera now for anything that's photo first, whether that's a campaign, shooting a wedding, a trip, or even just something personal I want to capture well. Now, as much as I love this camera, it's definitely not perfect for every scenario. I mean, the biggest thing is that it's not fast. So if you're shooting sports, wildlife, or anything with quick movement, this probably isn't the right tool for that. And there's no video mode at all, which is fine for me because I already have other cameras I use for video. It's also pretty hefty, so it's not something I'd casually toss into a small bag or carry around all day without a reason. You bring this camera when you're intentionally going out to shoot, and that's what I love about it. It also comes in a premium price, and while I do think the build quality, internal SSD, and image performance justify it, you really need to know how it fits into your workflow before making that investment. But here's the thing, none of these are deal breakers if you understand what the camera is actually for, and if you treat it that way, then honestly this thing is perfect. Honestly, I'm just proud to own this camera. I mean, every time I pick it up, I get excited to shoot. It's honestly a reminder of how far I've come as a creator, and honestly how lucky I am to be doing what I love. So I want to give a huge thank you to Hasselblad for sending this over. I don't take opportunities like this for granted, and I hope I was able to give you an honest look at what it's like to use this camera as a content creator. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments where I should take this camera next. I'm already planning another trip, and I definitely want to bring this with me. And of course, if you found this helpful, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're so close to 50,000 subscribers. I've got more deep dives, gear reviews, and creative projects coming soon. Appreciate you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.